Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar with MLB 13, the show. We've got some more 30 wins with 30 teams coming your way. We're in the NL Central right now. We'll be playing as the Pittsburgh Pirates, and we'll be facing the Cincinnati Reds. So there's going to be a lot to talk about here when it comes to the history of the Pittsburgh Pirates, because this is one of those teams that date back pretty far in baseball. Actually going back to 1882. That's where you can find the roots of the Pittsburgh Pirates. So they were the Pittsburgh Innocents in 1890. They were the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1891. That was the first year that they actually became known as that. But if you kind of do some research, sometimes it says 1912 just because Pittsburgh now has an H at the end. But in 1891, from 1891 to 1911, the team went without the G in Pittsburgh. So, little known fact there. Now, over the history of the Pittsburgh Pirates, they have had, of course, a lot of success, winning 5 World Series titles, starting in 1909, and most recent taking place in 1979, which was also the last time that they won the National League pennant. So, only wild card berth came in the 2013 season. That was actually really cool considering the drought that they have had with reaching the postseason. You guys know that for me, I always love that type of stuff. I always love seeing the other underdog coming out on top, or records, or like not records necessarily, but droughts being broken and stuff like that. So congratulations, Pirates fans. It's cool that you made it in 2013, and I hope you guys have more success down the road. So start off the game here, though. We give up a base hit. Now, I'm just hoping, though, really doesn't turn into anything. Here we are, 0-1 count with 2 outs here. That one, a pretty decent move there to be able to get the throw over to first to get the out. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and see if I can get things started off offensively here in the bottom of the first. Now, that one's going to go into right center, but cut off, preventing me from being able to go ahead and get any extra bases on that. I was thinking about going for 2 right when it came off the bat, but didn't end up happening. Here's Andrew McCutchen at the plate. A couple pitches later, that one just hung over the plate. That is going to be a home run. It's going to give us 2 runs here to start the game off here in the first inning. So Pirates really getting things done. Andrew McCutchen, a really phenomenal all-around player. So I was hoping that I would get a chance to be able to feature him a little bit. I mean, that's one of the things about doing 30 wins with 30 teams is it may be a game where like a particular team's star player doesn't do much at all. I mean, there have been some where it's like, great, no, I don't get to talk about anybody. But I'm glad Andrew McCutchen was able to go ahead and get the home right there. So 2-0. Pedro Alvarez coming up next. So this one goes into right field. Yep. Stopping at the wall. Back-to-back home runs in this one. I always get excited. I don't know. I'm afraid saying this here because it may be like a lot sooner than I thought, but I really can't remember the last time where I had like true back-to-back home runs like this. But anyway, now we're up 3-0. So Pirates showing some good offense here early on in the game, especially a lot of power. All right, Joey Votto coming up to the plate. So let's talk a little bit about some of the players that have played for the Pirates over the years. There's actually been a lot of amazing players. I mean, whenever you're talking about somebody going back to, or a team going back to the 1800s, of course, you've got a lot. Now that I think about it, I did not plan this. I'm actually wearing a Roberto Clemente jersey right now. Totally did not plan for that. But that's actually kind of cool. So Roberto Clemente, of course, one of those players you have to talk about when you're talking about the Pirates. Honus Wagner, who is one of the greatest hitting shortstops ever to play the game. So, man, just look at all these names too. So many that you could talk about and really go into real depth with them. So Pirates do have a lot of history. That's another reason why I do like the Pirates. I don't want it to sound like that there are teams that I don't like or anything. I mean, I respect all the teams, but I do enjoy history and things like that. So Anyway, extra base hit. There we go. Sliding into second. A little bit risky. And if that one would have been on target, I probably would have been out. So I should be grateful that Alvarez got on there at second due to a throw that was not the best. All right. Morneau at the plate. This one. Gonna roll to the wall. So Alvarez is going to round third, head on home. I'll get Morneau over to second. So it's basically like you just gave me a free run. All right, 4-0. I don't think we're done yet. We've still got quite a bit left to go here just in this inning. No outs, 1 run. Man in scoring position. It's going to roll into right field. Not going to try and come home. That would have been a terrible mistake. There's no way Morneau would have been able to make it. So runners at the corners. Russell Martin now. And even if I go ahead and I hit the ball on the ground and get a double play, or hit into a double play, I still could come home. But I will be just as happy with a ground rule double. Bounces off the track and into the stands, so 1 run will come home. That'll put runners on second and third. Most of the time I get pretty excited about a ground rule double, but right there, I wasn't too excited about it because I might have been able to bring yet another runner home. All right, so Manny Parra coming in now to pitch for the Reds. Now, I don't know. I mean, between innings, 1 and 4 here, really not too much had happened. I mean, sure, this has been not the best inning, but it's all right. Okay, hit on over to third. 1 run comes home. Out at first. Still got a runner at second. And we've only got 1 out now. Liriano at the plate. Laying down the bunt. So I'll go ahead and advance on over to third. He'll be out at first. Now I'm just hoping for some kind of base hit. It's up to Starling Marte right here. On the very next pitch. Yes. Goes into right field. The bunt pays off. I always get excited about the bunt working, whether it be like a squeeze play or something like this where I just go ahead and advance the runner and know that they get home because I got a successful bunt. I'm all about small ball, and I'm kind of excited when I get a chance to be able to play as the Athletics to get a ton of small ball going. All right. Ooh, I was deep. Pretty close to the wall, so I had to come up, charge that one. Runner at first now for the Cincinnati Reds. Now, I'm not too worried. I mean, the Reds have been able to get a few hits here in this game. Nothing like this, though. It's a high fly ball. That's going to be a home run. See, I mean, I understand having these type of animations and stuff, but I think that there is a time and a place for all of them. And on something like this, where it was really obvious that it was a home run, it's kind of a little bit of a waste here to have the umps talking like this. But in case you didn't see, everybody was in the background running anyway. Calls it a home run. So 7-2. Really hasn't been too many hits by either team to be able to get the runs produced. Man, now I'm worried we're going to be seeing some more here. All right, going to try and force the ball on the ground. Hit into a double play. That worked perfectly. Good old 6-4-3 double play. Go ahead and end that inning. Sam LeCure going to be coming in now for the Reds. So, with what we've got here in the 5th inning taking place, I mean, this is going to be tough for the Reds to come back. I'm not done. Wow, that was some great defense. I deserve to be out at first. I don't even care. I'm not mad about that. 8th inning, we skip ahead quite a bit because of the lack of offense. I mean, I haven't even been pitching that well as far as efficiency goes. Sure, I've given up some hits. Haven't gotten too many strikeouts, though. In fact, I think I have just 3 strikeouts total, and I've already shown you 2 of them. The other one was actually a pretty long battle back and forth, so I think that'd be smart. But this one, going to be at the warning track. Oh, ground rule double. It's rare to see 1 in a game, but for me to get 2, that's crazy. All right, runners at second and third. Kind of reminds me of my ground rule double. Right on the ground. That's going to go ahead and end the inning. Lucky me. All right, so here in the 8th inning, J.J. Hoover now will get a chance on the hill to continue to make sure I don't produce anything. But I'm going to be going to the bullpen myself. Now, really nothing happened here after the Reds went to the bullpen. So here we are, top of the 9th, no outs. It's still 7-2. Go ahead and touch first to be able to get out number 1 of the 9th inning. Joey Votto, I think he was able to get maybe 1 hit in this one. But, ooh, fly ball at short. Catch is made. And there's out number 2. We've got 1 more left to go. I'm not expecting a 5 or 6 run 2-out rally. But there we go. We get it finished off here as Morneau makes the catch for the final out of the game. So Pirates do win this one. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit. I know this one was kind of short here compared to some of the other 30 wins with 30 teams, but it's just because really not too much happened offensively. So mad props to the Cincinnati Reds for going and shutting me down actually for like 4 or 5 innings. So thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on. Next game we'll be playing as the Cincinnati Reds. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thank you again for watching, and as always, I hope you have a good one.